As you may have noticed from this basically saying starting in 1 day Devstream 161, yeah, Devstream 161 is on Friday, April 8th at 2 PM ET. And I will start this by saying the same thing Digital Extreme have said to every Devstream so far since the new war actually came out. They will try to avoid major quest spoilers, but yeah, the entire Angels of Zaramon update is technically a giant spoiler to the new war quest. I mean, to be fair, the image alone is a spoiler, but only if you know what it's for. So, is it really a spoiler? Kind of. But what we did get last Devstream was this. This is basically returning to the Zaramon, which is the ship that started everything. It's where the Tenno had their accident, and it kind of showed you round. There is going to be a new Zaramon social hub. There are 3 new mission types with new enemies that look pretty decent. There's a new frame coming, and this update is due this month, by the way. And a quest to unveil the secrets of the Angels, and I said it at the time. During the new war, you experience these things kind of on the ship because you do visit the Zaramon during that. As I said, the entire Angels of the Zaramon itself is kind of a spoiler. So the dev stream on tomorrow will contain a lot of spoilers, but it will also contain more information on the whole social hub area that is... It's basically going to be... What is the best way to put it? Cetus without the open world to it. It has left us with more questions about the Deviri paradox than anything else. And yes, I know that's a still image. I've gone to do the video comparing the two several times, and each time I just keep coming to the same conclusion that the Angels of Zaramon was going to be a step towards it. They do reference it during the quest. Again, that's not really a spoiler, but it kind of is, because everybody knows that this has been coming for years, and this is basically the Void open world. This is not replacing that update, because that is going to be the Void open world. This is not the Void open world. This is the ship. That if we go back to the actual video for it, it is a long video, we get this lovely image of the... Oh, come on. The Zaramon, that was going to be the town for the open world. Right. Come on. There. That's the Zaramon, sitting there, as the town part of the Void open world. That is not what this is. They are going to show it in more detail, but it's kind of a step towards that, but at the same time, we can go down the... What's the difference between the Angels of Zaramon and the Deviri, however you want to pronounce that, paradox being the Void open world and the whole town part of it being inside of the Zaramon, which they announced way before the new war was even a thing, before anybody knew the Zaramon was actually making its grand return in a different way. It also told us that that's what that was in the Deviri video. It was the Zaramon, the ship that the Tenno had their accident on and gained their abilities. Or didn't. Depends how you want to look at that, because that, again, that's new war quest spoilers, and even though it's been nearly 4 months since that came out, I'm still trying to avoid major spoilers, but there will be more information around about the personal quarters that you will have on board the Zaramon in the upcoming update that you can customize. I'm assuming change the colors and everything else. There's also a room in here that you can do things from. 2, actually. There's 2 rooms that go in one and come out the other. But they only actually show one. And you can level it up and unlock certain things in there. But to be fair, when they do go into it, it actually doesn't look too bad, apart from the fact that you know somebody is going to instantly find a way out of there and just gain access to that whole area out there, because what you can see out that big glass window, that's changeable. Which, yeah, I understand the scale of the Zaramon is huge, but that room is basically inside of the Zaramon, not outside. So yeah, it's huge. They may also have a name for this little guy that is basically going to be your guide around your personal quarters and the whole area, but a lot more information will be coming out because they are basically going to be giving a release date when in April the Angels of Zaramon will be coming out. So the name for this guy probably been chosen by now. Everything to do with the new frame should be finalized, and well, it kind of is, but they didn't show abilities in action or anything like that. They just showed what the frame is going to be like, because she is going to be electrical based, just like Volt. Kind of looking forward to it, because as much as I like to joke about Volt and just how revolting he is, that's just, he's not. That's just because I play Frost more, and it just depends how you play your defensive gameplay as to which one of those two frames you like the best. But the new social hub area, there's going to be NPCs in here that you're going to be able to actually interact with, because there's going to be a new syndicate style factor to this that should be interesting to see. But before you can unlock basically any of this, there is also a new quest that is going to come with this update as well. They haven't mentioned what that is, simply because that quest is going to be a giant spoiler, but you can see the Zaramon outside of the ship, outside of the window there, and it is huge. But same goes for the new mission types, collecting the void energy type stuff and having to... This was one of 3 new mission types, so hopefully there's more on what these are going to be, because with only 1 player in here, look at how many enemies are actually running around. This is something a lot of people have been asking for a while. More enemies. It's looks like it could actually be coming with this as well, which is kind of huge. As well as more information on the Xmas enemies being reworked so they stand out a lot more from a distance, and the focus rework that is also going to be coming that there's very little on. There is obviously the evolving weapons, just like the evolving Sandana and the Ephemera and the not weapon armor, Warframe armor. Two-handed scythe? Yeah, hopefully. We can hope. But all of this we will get a lot more information on tomorrow, hopefully, as well as the Easter stuff that is not mentioned absolutely anywhere, because that has to come this month sometime. All of which will be announced April 8th, starting at 2 PM ET, that will, of course, bring a Twitch drop of 3 Radiant Eidolon shards, but more importantly, we get to see Gaia, that's the name of the new frame by the way, I forgot to mention that, in action, more gameplay, and even more important, the release date. Yes, hopefully during Devstream 161 they are going to actually announce when in April this is coming, because like everybody else, really hoping it's going to come soon. As well as the fact that they are turning around and saying, it is truly one of our biggest updates ever. Yep, they say that every time they update, because they take 5 or 6 months to update these days. And with that, we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.